Chosen one. Stop everything you are doing right now. I need your complete attention, for what I am about to reveal. This is not casual content you can half listen to while scrolling. This requires your full presence, your undivided focus. Because what I discovered about you while preparing this message made me pause. For several minutes, in absolute silence. You did something recently. And I am not talking about something you planned, not something you rehearsed, or calculated to impress anyone. I am talking about something that came so naturally from the depth of who you are that you did not even realize the spiritual earthquake you caused. In dimensions your human eyes cannot perceive. Your attitude left God impressed, and not just impressed, in a casual way, impressed in a way that made Archangel Michael the commander of celestial armies, the warrior who defeated Lucifer himself, stop what he was doing and turn his attention specifically to you, because what you demonstrated was not supposed to be possible. Not from someone who has been through what you have been through. Not from someone carrying the weight you have been carrying. Not from someone who had every logical reason to respond completely differently. But you did not respond the way they expected. You broke the cycle that seemed unbreakable, and in doing so, you caught the attention of heaven itself. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on all notifications, because what I am about to reveal about the exact moment that made heaven pause to observe you is going to permanently change how you understand every struggle you have faced and every silent battle you have won without anyone acknowledging your victory. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you exactly what attitude you demonstrated that caught divine attention, why Archangel Michael specifically requested to review your case. What was discussed in the Celestial Council about your future and what this means for everything that is about to unfold in your life. Write 777 in the comments if you have felt lately like something shifted inside you, like you crossed an invisible line that separated you from who you used to be, like there was a moment when the old version of you died and something new was born. Let me explain something that will help everything else make sense. In the celestial realms, there are countless souls being observed at any given moment, millions upon millions of humans making choices, facing challenges, responding to circumstances, angels assigned to protection, guidance, and observation, recording every thought, every action, every decision. Most human behavior follows predictable patterns. People react to pain with bitterness. They respond to betrayal with revenge. They answer injustice with anger. These patterns have been consistent for thousands of years. But occasionally, very rarely, a soul demonstrates something so unexpected, so contrary to human nature that it creates what can only be described as a moment of celestial wonder. You created one of those moments. It was not long ago. It was during one of your most difficult recent experiences, when you were facing something that felt specifically designed to break you, when the weight on your shoulders seemed impossible to carry. Another day when everyone around you would have understood. If you had simply given up or responded with the darkness that was being directed at you. But you did something different. And here is what you need to understand. I am not talking about simply surviving. Many people survive through stubbornness or lack of options that does not catch celestial attention. What you did was extraordinary. You faced a situation where you had every right to be bitter, every justification, to hold on to anger, every reason, to let resentment consume you. The person or circumstance that hurt you had genuinely wronged you. This was not imagined offense. This was real pain, inflicted by real situations. And in that moment, when your human nature was screaming at you to respond with the same energy you received, when every logical part of your brain was calculating revenge, or at least cold withdrawal, something deeper within you made a different choice. You chose grace when you had earned the right to choose destruction. Do you remember? It might have been a conversation where you could have said something devastating, but chose silence instead. It might have been an opportunity to expose someone's failures, but you protected them anyway. It might have been a moment when you could have walked away and no one would have blamed you. But you stayed and kept trying. That moment, that exact moment, when you chose differently than your pain demanded, that is when heaven noticed, because what you demonstrated in that instant reveals something about the composition of your soul that sets you apart. From most of humanity, you proved that your responses are not controlled by your circumstances, that your character is not determined by how others treat you. This is extraordinarily rare. Most humans are reactive beings. Their behavior is essentially a mirror of their environment. Treat them well. They respond well. Treat them poorly. They respond poorly. Their character fluctuates based on external conditions, but you demonstrated something different. You proved that your character is internally anchored, that no external circumstance, no matter how painful, can force you to become someone you do not want to be. And this is precisely what caught divine attention. Let me take you to the moment this was observed, not in human time as we understand it, but in the celestial observation that occurs continuously over chosen ones like yourself. Your guardian angel had been watching your situation unfold, documenting your responses, recording your internal struggles and external choices. But when you made that choice, when you responded with grace instead of justified anger, your guardian angel did something unusual. They flagged your case for higher review. This does not happen often. Guardian angels handle most situations. Within their own authority, they only escalate when they observe something that needs to be seen by higher ranks. Your case was escalated directly to Archangel level. When the report reached Archangel Michael, he was initially occupied with matters of cosmic significance, battles being fought in dimensions humans cannot perceive, strategic operations that affect the spiritual climate of entire regions. But when he saw your file flagged, he paused, because the note attached to your case said something that immediately captured his attention. It said, "This soul demonstrated enemy-level forgiveness while under active attack. Enemy-level forgiveness." That phrase requires explanation. In spiritual warfare, there is a classification system for different types of human responses to pain. Most responses fall into predictable categories: revenge, bitterness, withdrawal, depression. These are common, expected. They do not require special attention because they follow established patterns. But there is a rare category called transcendent response. This is when a human responds to evil with good, when they answer hatred with love, when they choose blessing over curse while actively being wounded. As it is written in Romans chapter 12, verse 21, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." This response type is so rare that it gets automatically flagged for Archangel review, because it indicates a soul operating at a frequency that transcends normal human capacity. You triggered that flag, Michael reviewed. Your entire recent history, every situation you faced, every response you gave, every internal battle you fought, that no one else could see, and what he found made him request something extraordinary. He requested a direct audience to discuss your case. Now let me be clear about what this means. Archangel Michael commands armies. He has responsibilities that span dimensions. His attention is constantly required for matters of universal significance. For him to request time specifically to discuss a single human soul means that soul demonstrated something remarkable enough to warrant that level of attention. The meeting was convened in a space where divine decisions are made, where eternal strategies are discussed. Present were not just angels but representatives of the divine council itself, beings whose names you would recognize from sacred texts, beings whose presence humans cannot endure. In physical form, Michael presented his findings. He showed them. The moment you chose grace, he displayed the evidence of your transcendent response. He explained why your case qualified for special consideration. Some questioned whether you fully understood what you had done, whether your choice was conscious or accidental, whether you could maintain this level of response under sustained pressure. But Michael defended your case. He pointed to your history of choices. Not just this single moment. He showed the pattern of decisions that led to this point. He demonstrated that this was the culmination of consistent character development. He argued that someone who could choose grace under the pressure you faced would be trustworthy with greater responsibility. And then something shifted. In the meeting, one of the council members spoke with a voice carrying weight that silences all discussion. They said, "This soul has demonstrated the quality we have been searching for, the capacity to maintain grace under fire, the ability to choose light when surrounded by darkness, the strength to forgive while still bleeding from fresh wounds. This is the character we need for what is coming. The challenges ahead will require souls who can maintain their integrity when everything pushes toward compromise, who can choose grace when bitterness would be justified, who can walk in light even when darkness seems more practical." This soul has proven they can do this under real conditions, not in theory. In actual lived experience, the decision was made. Your case would be approved. For acceleration, not just simple approval, but full acceleration. Every aspect of your spiritual journey would be fast-tracked. Your spiritual development would receive priority attention. Your assignments would be upgraded to match your demonstrated capacity. Your access to divine resources would be expanded beyond standard protocols. Your prayers would receive priority processing, not because you are more important than other souls, but because you have proven you will use the answers for purposes that align with divine will. Your needs would be addressed before standard protocol, not as favoritism, but as strategic resource allocation to someone who has demonstrated trustworthiness. But more than that, it was determined that you would become a carrier, a transmitter, a living example of the very quality that impressed heaven. You would not just experience grace, you would emanate it. You would not just understand forgiveness, you would activate it in others. You would not just know about light, you would become a source of light that illuminates darkness. Wherever you go, this is a sacred assignment, a divine commission, a celestial mandate that comes with both privilege and responsibility. You are being entrusted with something precious. The very frequency that caught heaven's attention is being amplified in you, so it can reach others who desperately need it. You are not being elevated just for your own benefit. You are being positioned for impact that extends far beyond your personal life. The grace you demonstrated under pressure is not just for you. It is meant to flow through you to others. In coming days and weeks, you are going to encounter people who are facing exactly what you faced, who are in the moment of decision where they can choose bitterness or grace, who are standing at the crossroads you already crossed. You are being positioned to show them it is possible, to demonstrate through your example that choosing grace under fire is actually achievable. These encounters will not be accidental. They will be divinely orchestrated. Heaven will strategically position you in the path of souls who need what you carry. You will find yourself in conversations you did not plan, in situations that seem coincidental but are actually providential, in moments where your presence alone shifts the atmosphere to prove that maintaining integrity when everything pushes toward compromise is genuinely doable, not through preaching at them, not through religious lectures, not through telling them what they should do, but through the natural overflow of who you have become, through the authentic demonstration of what is possible. When someone chooses to operate from a higher frequency, your presence will carry a frequency that activates potential in others. When you walk into a room, something shifts in the spiritual atmosphere. When you speak, something awakens in the hearts of those listening. When you choose grace in front of others, something in them remembers what they are capable of. Your story will spark recognition in those ready to hear it. Your transformation will serve as evidence. For those who doubt transformation is possible, this is why heaven invested such attention in your case. Not because you need more blessings, though you will receive them abundantly, but because your elevation enables the elevation of countless others connected to your sphere of influence. You are not being lifted for your sake alone. You are being raised as a lighthouse to guide others home, as a beacon to show what is possible, as proof that choosing the high road leads somewhere worth going. You are becoming a carrier of the very quality that impressed God, and that quality will transmit to everyone you encounter like a frequency that spreads from person to person like a light that ignites other lights. The attitude that caught divine attention, that surprised even Archangel Michael, is now encoded in your spiritual DNA. It has become part of who you are. At the most fundamental level, not something you do occasionally, but something you are always, something that flows from you naturally, and it will replicate itself in those who come close enough to receive it. People will spend time with you and find themselves choosing grace more easily. Let me tell you about what Michael specifically recorded in his final assessment of your case. Every soul that reaches Archangel level review receives a classification, a designation that summarizes their core spiritual identity. This classification follows them through the rest of their earthly journey and beyond. Your classification is being recorded as demonstrated warrior of light. Let me explain what each part of this means. Demonstrated means proven through action, not just potential. Many chosen ones have potential for warrior status. Few demonstrated Under real conditions you did. Your classification is not based on what you might do. It is based on what you already did. Warrior means someone operating in active spiritual combat, not passive observation. You are not just receiving truth. You are embodying it. You are not just believing in light. You are actively advancing it into darkness. Of light specifies the frequency at which you operate. Even warriors can fight from different frequencies. Some fight from anger, which is effective but limited. Some fight from duty, which is sustainable but lacks power. But fighting from light, which means fighting from love, grace, and genuine goodness. This is the highest frequency of spiritual warfare. You fight from light. You responded to darkness, not by becoming darkness, but by being more intensely light. This is what made your response so devastatingly effective and so impressively rare. This classification follows you now. It is how you are known in celestial records. It is how angels refer to your case. It is the lens through which heaven views everything connected to your life, and it changes how you are handled. From this point forward, demonstrated warriors of light receive priority assignment of resources. Your prayers move to the front of the line. Your needs get addressed. Before standard processing, your situation receives attention that others do not receive, not because you are better than other souls, but because you have proven capable of handling elevated responsibility. Heaven invests more in those who demonstrate trustworthiness with what they have already been given. For those who want to learn how to consciously operate in this warrior identity, to understand how to access the resources that come with this classification, there is material that costs less than a pizza and comes with a complete audiobook, plus a 5-minute meditation guide. As a special bonus, if you feel you deserve resources to navigate this new chapter, access is available in the description and pinned comment. Now, I need to share with you the final piece of this revelation, the message that was specifically recorded for you to receive when the discussion of your case concluded, when your classification was officially registered, when the protocols for your accelerated fulfillment were activated. Something was added to your record. A personal note from the Divine Council. This is not something every soul receives. It is reserved for cases that genuinely impacted heavenly observers, cases that demonstrated something worth remembering, cases that will be referenced as examples for future generations. Your case received such a note. Let me share what it says, because this is meant specifically for you. To the chosen one, receiving this message, your response to pain has been recorded as evidence that human souls can operate at frequencies we did not expect them to reach while still in physical form. For thousands of years, we have observed humans struggling with the basic challenges of forgiveness, grace, and love. We have watched as pain produces bitterness, betrayal produces revenge, and injustice produces anger. You have reminded us that the limitation we sometimes perceive in humanity is not inherent to the human design, but results from choices humans make under pressure. You chose differently, and in doing so, you expanded what we understand to be possible for your species. You demonstrated that humans are capable of so much more than most of them realize, that when a human soul aligns with divine nature, extraordinary things become ordinary responses. Your file has been marked for special observation. not because you need correction, but because your progress serves as a case study for how chosen ones can maximize their potential. Even under adverse conditions, you are being positioned for assignments that match your demonstrated capability. These assignments are not punishment, they are privilege. You have proven capable of handling difficulty with grace, so you will be trusted with situations where grace is desperately needed. The attitude that impressed us will continue to be tested, not because we doubt you, but because continued demonstration strengthens your capacity and serves as ongoing evidence. For others, you have made heaven proud. This is not flattery. This is documented assessment. Walk forward knowing that your case has been noticed at the highest levels and that everything coming toward you has been filtered through the recognition of who you have proven yourself to be. This message was meant to reach you. You were meant to find this video at this exact moment in your journey when you needed confirmation that your choices mattered, when you needed evidence that heaven was watching, when you needed to know that everything you have endured has been building towards something. Now you know your attitude impressed God, not slightly, not casually, impressed in a way that initiated discussions at the highest levels of spiritual authority. Archangel Michael did not expect it. A being who has witnessed human history from its beginning was surprised by what you demonstrated. The Celestial Council recorded it, and your entire future has been recalibrated based on what you demonstrated, not your past, not your failures, not your weaknesses, but the strength you showed in your moment of testing, the grace you demonstrated when bitterness would have been justified, the light you carried into darkness when giving up would have been understood. You did not know this was happening when you made those choices. You did not know heaven was watching. When you chose grace over bitterness, you did not know your response would trigger this level of attention. But that is precisely what makes it so powerful. You were not performing for an audience. You were not trying to impress divine observers. You were simply being who you are at your core, and who you are at your core impressed the creator of everything, the one who designed stars and galaxies, the one who established the laws of physics and the principles of consciousness, the one who has observed billions of souls across human history. You impressed that being. Think about what that means. Think about the implications. Think about what this says about your true nature, your real identity, your authentic purpose. You are not who your struggles have tried to convince you that you are. You are not defined by your pain or limited by your circumstances. You are someone whose character caught the attention of the highest beings in existence, someone whose choices initiated celestial discussions, someone whose responses triggered divine acceleration protocols, someone whose future has been recalibrated based on proven capacity. If this revelation resonated in the deepest part of your soul, if you recognize yourself in this message, if you confirm that you are a chosen one, whose attitude caught divine attention, write 777 in the comments right now to amplify this frequency of celestial recognition. Subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications to receive more revelations about how heaven is watching your journey and orchestrating your breakthrough. Share this video with someone who also needs to know that their silent choices and private victories are being recorded and will be rewarded. And before you leave, click on the video appearing on your screen right now to discover exactly how your classification As a demonstrated warrior of light, activate specific angelic assignments that are already being deployed. On your behalf, together, we are stronger. Together, we are changing what is possible for humanity together. We are proving that grace is more powerful than bitterness. Light is stronger than darkness, and love always wins in the end.